Alright guys, we are back for more of my 2024 Halloween special. We just did a game of Family Feud Decades for the Nintendo Wii, and that was a whole lot of fun. And we ended up winning $650 on that, which wasn't too bad. So, for our next segment, we are going to be playing Jeopardy for the Nintendo Wii. So let's see how it goes.
Welcome to Jeopardy, everyone.
We'll just do easy difficulty like usual. Alright, let's play.
This is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player one.
We're taking on Katie and Samuel this game.
And
there's the late great Alex Trebek that we all miss very much to this day.
Alex Trebek.
Thanks, Johnny. Welcome to Jeopardy, everyone.
Thank you.
Let's take you right now into the
Alright.
Jeopardy round.
Let's see what the categories are for the Jeopardy round.
And we have one daily double awaiting you in these categories. You
pick Define Time.
Name that planet.
Name that planet.
Recently
discovered presidential ads. Fish and Chips. Theater Ghosts.
And
on Broadway.
Player one, where do we start? Select a clue by pointing the Wii remote at the screen and pressing the A.
Let's start Name That Planet for 200.
Christian Huygens wrote about this planet's rings back in 1659. Let's hear it, player one. Use the Wii remote.
What is Saturn?
Corresponding direction. Yes.
Name that planet for 400.
We return to you. Instrument-laden rovers landed on this planet in 2004. Player one.
What is Mars?
Yes.
Name that planet for 600.
Player one. The great red spot on this planet is actually a giant storm. Yes, player one.
What is Jupiter?
That is correct.
Name that planet for 800.
Player one. A year on this planet is 88 days long. It's player one.
What is Mercury?
Correct.
Name that planet for 1,000.
You again, player one. In the wake of a recent demotion, this is now the outermost planet. Okay, player one.
What is Neptune?
Yeah.
And we ran the category just like that.
Player one.
Okay, let's go with Theater Ghost for 200.
Le Petit Théâtre du Vieux Carré in this U.S. city has several ghosts, including that of an actress who fell to her death. Let's hear it, player one.
What is New Orleans? Got it. Alright, Theater Ghost for 400.
Select again. The man in this drab color who haunts the Drury Lane Theater may be the ghost of a man found bricked up in a wall there. It's player one.
What is Gray?
Good.
Yes. Alright, Theater Ghost for 600.
Player one. The lady in blue seen in this Scottish city's Royal Lyceum Theatre may be the actress Ellen Terry. Yes, player one.
What is Edinburgh? Got it! Alright, Theater Ghost for 800.
Player one. Here's Kelly from our Clue Crew with the clue.
A ghost known as the Black Phantom used to appear in a mirror at the Empire Theater in this port city, Ringo Starr's hometown.
This one I'm not quite too sure of here. I'm not going to bother trying this one.
Here's the correct response. Liverpool.
It was Liverpool that we needed. Okay.
Please.
Theater Ghost for 1,000.
Melbourne's Princess Theatre boasts the ghost of a singer who died after playing this devilish role in Faust.
Let's see what Katie says. Satin? No.
That's incorrect. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this?
Alright, it's 50-50 now. I'll try it.
Yes, player one.
What or who is Mephistopheles?
Good.
Got it! Alright.
Select again.
Let's do fish and chips for
The
200.
moray variety of this fish is sharp-toothed and can be vicious if provoked. Let's hear it, player one.
What is a shark?
No.
No.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response?
It was only 200 that we lost, so we can't complain too much about that.
Here's the response we were looking for. The eel.
Oh, it's the eel. That makes sense.
You
Alright,
got it,
fish and
player
chips
one.
for 400.
The ability of the members of the family Exocetidae to get airborne earned them this two-word name. Okay.
Alright, Katie says flying fish,
You got
and
it.
she's right.
We return to you, player.
Fish and chips for
Here's
600.
Kelly.
On this man's first voyage, brothers Martin and Vicente Pinzon commanded the Nina and Pinta.
I don't know this one.
We're talking about Christopher
It
Columbus.
was Christopher Columbus. Okay.
Player two. Pick again.
On Broadway for
Two
200.
snugly cute characters in Avenue Q aren't called the bad news these, but the bad idea these.
I'll give it a shot.
Player one.
What are bears? I got it! Nice. Alright, let's go to On Broadway for 400.
Many of this Jonathan Larson musical's famous fans have gone backstage to add their names to a long graffiti wall. Here's what we were looking for. Rent.
It was red that we needed. Okay.
You get to
On
pick
Broadway
again,
for
player one.
600.
Fantasia of American Idol played the role of Celie in The Color This. It's player one.
What is purple?
Good for you.
Alright. On Broadway for
Player
800.
one. Spring Awakening is an alt-rock musical based on an 1891 play that Frank Wedekind originally wrote in this language. Here's what we wanted. German.
It was German. Okay. On Broadway for 1,000.
Huey Lewis, Harry Hamlin, and George Hamilton have all been tapped to play tap dancing lawyer Billy Flynn in this musical. Player two.
Alright, Katie says Chicago, and she's right.
You're on the plus
And she's out of the hole.
Please pick again. Player two.
Recently discovered
He
presidential
said
ask
a
for
nation half
200.
slave and half free can't exist. I say he's wrong. I'm Stephen Douglas, and I approve this message. Okay, player one.
Who is Abraham Lincoln? Got it! Alright, let's do recently discovered presidential ask for 400.
So what if he's the first West Point grad president? Some say he drinks. You decide. I'm Horace Greeley, and I approve this message. Here's the correct response. Ulysses S.
It was
Grant.
Ulysses S. Grant. Okay.
You
Recently
again,
discovered
player one.
presidential ask for 600.
In 1814, this general had a pirate, Jean Lafitte, help him in New Orleans. What's next? I'm John Quincy Adams, and I approve this message. Here's the correct response. Andrew Jackson.
It was Andrew Jackson. Alright. Recently discovered presidential ask for 800.
You elect him? I say in 7 months the economy will be in shambles. I'm Al Smith, and I approve this message. It's player
Let's see
three.
what Samuel says. Herbert Hoover, and he's right.
You get to pick again, player three.
Recently discovered presidential ask for
Alex Hamilton
1,000.
wants him to be president. Them's fighting words. I'm Aaron Burr, and I approve this message. The correct response is Thomas Jefferson.
It was Thomas Jefferson. Okay.
We return to you, player three.
Alright, you picked a fine time for
Deion Sanders
200.
knows this term for the evening hours when the largest audience is available for TV. Let's hear it, player one.
What is prime time?
That's it.
You picked a fine time for 400, please.
Player one. Estimated at around 30 years, it's accepted as the average period between birth of parents and their offspring. Yes, player one.
What is generation?
Correct.
Alright, you picked a fine time for 600.
Player one. The time just before sunset or after sunrise on a movie set, or a former LA Lakers late night talk show. Okay, player one.
What is the magic hour?
Hey, you're right.
Alright, you picked a fine time for 800.
We had pleasant sensations learning about the era of this, which covered President Monroe's 2 terms.
I'll try it.
It's player one.
What is good times?
Nope.
No.
Anyone else? Here's what we wanted. Good feeling.
It was good feeling that we needed. Alright. You picked a fine time for 1,000.
This longest division of geologic time doesn't have a fixed period. In astronomy, it's 1 billion years.
Alright, what does Samuel say? Eon?
Alright.
That was what we were looking for. Okay.
Player three. Back to
Fish and chips for 800. And there's the daily double.
It's the Daily Double. You're in second right now.
Alright, Samuel's gonna wager everything.
And the clue. Small freshwater fish of the family Pterophyllum are known by this heavenly name.
Alright, he says cloudfish, and he's wrong, so he goes down to
Here's the response
nothing.
we were looking for. The angelfish.
It was the angelfish.
Here's the $1,000.
Alright, last clue.
Built in 1816, the first private yacht to cross the Atlantic shared its name with the barge of this queen.
Alright, Katie says Cleopatra, and she's right. Alright, we do have the lead after the Jeopardy round with $6,400, and Samuel selects first in double Jeopardy since he's in last place. Let's see what the categories are.
And we have 2 daily doubles awaiting you in these categories. Geology.
Geology,
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare,
Our founding,
our founding fathers,
The Vatican.
the Vatican,
Graphic novels.
graphic novels on film,
And
and the A's.
Let's get back into this now. You
The
have
Vatican
control
for
of the board.
400.
Crispin of Viterbo was the first one of these created by John Paul II. Let's hear it.
Alright, Katie says the Pope. No.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response?
I'm gonna go for it.
Okay, player one.
What is a saint?
Way
Yes.
to go.
Okay.
Choose again,
Let's
player one.
do geology for 400.
The Mercalli scale measures the intensity of these from 1 to 12. It's player one.
What are tsunamis? No.
else want to hazard a guess on this? Let's hear it. Player two.
Alright, Katie says earthquakes. I should have said that. Oh well.
Please pick again. Player
Alright,
two.
geology for 800.
Geysers aren't common. Major centers include Yellowstone, Iceland, and this country's North Island.
What does Samuel say? Australia? No.
Sorry. Anyone else?
I'll try it.
Yes, player one.
What is New Zealand? Alright, there we go. That had to make sense because it couldn't be Iceland since it was already revealed in the clue. Alright, geology for 1200.
This rock can be formed by the accumulation of shells or coral, but not from citrus fruit. Okay, player
Alright,
three.
Samuel says limestone,
Good.
and he's
That's
right.
Again. Choose again. Player three.
Shakespeare for
This
400.
title queen uses an asp, a poor venomous fool, to kill herself.
I'll give it a shot.
Player one.
Who is Cleopatra? Yes! Okay. Shakespeare for 800.
This moneylender asks, hates any man the thing he would not kill? It's player two.
Alright, Katie says Shylock.
Right.
She's right.
You get to pick again, player two.
Shakespeare for
He
1200.
uses the word assassination for what he plans to do to Duncan. Let's hear it. Player two.
What does Katie say here? Macbeth?
Yep.
And she got it.
You again, player two.
Shakespeare for
Let's
1600.
get Kelly's assistance on this clue.
A reconstruction of this famous Shakespearean theater opened in London in 1997.
Yes, player one.
What is the globe?
Yes.
Alright. Shakespeare for
Player one.
2000.
Pick again. Characters in this play include the charming Rosalind and the sardonic Jaques. We're talking about As You Like It.
It was As You Like It. Okay.
Player one.
Geology for 1600.
And I'll hand it off to Kelly.
Made from minerals deposited by dripping water, these geological formations grow up from cavern floors.
Here's what we were looking for. Stalagmites.
It was stalagmites. Okay.
We return to
Geology for
one.
2000. Answer one of the two Dewey doubles.
Answer. One of the daily double. You are in first place. Decide on your wager, player one.
I'll just do 1,000.
All right, here's your clue. A 6-mile wide caldera or volcanic crater is a highlight of La Palma in this Spanish island group off Africa.
What are the Canaries?
Congratulations.
Got it!
Still in first, player one.
We're up to $10,200 right now. Let's go to the A's for 400.
A liquid under pressure released through a nozzle as a spray or foam. Player one.
What is aerosol? Got it. Alright, the A's for 800.
Select again. A recess or nook for something like a bookcase. Okay, player one.
What is an antechamber?
Sorry.
No.
Any other takers? Here's the correct response. An alcove.
It was the alcove. That was going to be my
You
second
get to
guess,
pick
but
again.
it's alright. The ace for 1200.
To suspend a legal proceeding. Let's hear it, player one.
What is adjourn?
That's right, way to go.
The ace for 1600.
Player one.
And there's the other daily double.
Answer. The second daily double. And you have the lead. You need to select your
Okay, I'll do 4000.
answer. From the Greek for slope, it's to adjust to a new set of conditions.
What is a climate?
That puts you.
Got it! So that puts us up to $15,000. Alright, the ace for 2000.
Here's Kelly. She'll show you.
In seismic data, the maximum displacement of a seismic wave during one oscillation, here 23 millimeters, is referred to by this term.
Yes, player one.
What is amplitude?
Hey, you're right.
Got it.
Player one.
Alright, let's do the Vatican for 800.
You may not use cell phones or felt-tip pens when researching in the secret these. It's player three.
Alright, Samuel says catacombs, no.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this?
I'll try it.
Let's hear it, player one.
What are archives? Yes! Alright, the Vatican for
Player
1200.
one. The four papal these churches include St. Peter's and St. John Lateran. Okay, player
Alright, what does Samuel say? Cathedrals?
No, that's
No.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response?
I'll give it a shot.
Player one.
What are basilicas?
Yeah.
Got it! Alright,
Choose
the
again.
Vatican for
Player one.
1600.
The Inventario Manuscriti Room is part of this Vatican building. We're talking about the library.
It was the library, okay.
Player
The
one.
Vatican for 2000.
The faithful can make offerings via cash or credit card to the fund called This Man's Pence. It's player two.
Alright, Katie says Peter.
Right.
She's right.
You again, player two.
Our founding fathers for
Kelly will
400.
present this clip.
The southwest wall of the Thomas Jefferson Memorial displays an excerpt from this document, of which Jefferson was the primary author.
Yes, player one.
What is the Declaration of Independence?
Good.
Alright, let's do our founding fathers for 800.
At age 15, he was a bell ringer at the Old North Church. 25 years later, he told the church sexton to light 2 lanterns.
I'll try it.
Player one.
Who is Samuel Adams? No.
Any other takers? Okay.
I was Katie say. Paul Revere.
Good for you.
That was what we needed. That was going to be my second guess, but it's okay.
Again, please.
Our founding fathers for
He served
1200.
jointly with William Hunter as Postmaster General of the Colonies from 1753 to 1761. Here's what we wanted. Benjamin
It
Franklin.
was Benjamin Franklin. Alright.
Player two. Pick again.
Our founding fathers for
On April
1600.
24th, 1778, this naval hero captured the Drake, the first British ship defeated in war by an American ship. Let's hear it. Player
Alright,
two.
Katie says David Farragut.
right.
No. Alright, I'll try it.
Yes, player one.
Who is John Paul Jones? Yes! Okay.
You
Our
get to
founding
pick
fathers
again,
for
player
2000.
one. Before he was on the $10 bill, this first Treasury Secretary was one of the 39 signers of the Constitution.
I'll try this one.
It's player one.
Who is Alexander Hamilton?
Good.
Yes! Okay. Let's go to graphic novels on film for 400.
History diverges from this film, as the Spartans also had over 1,000 men from other Greek cities fighting at Thermopylae.
I don't know.
Here's the correct response. 300.
It was 300. Okay.
Choose
Graphic novels on film for 800.
Johnny Depp is in England on the trail of this serial killer in the Alan Moore-inspired film From Hell. Yes, player three.
Samuel says Jack the Ripper, and he's right.
Player three, back to you.
Graphic novels on film for
Tom
1200.
Hanks takes his son on a violent mission of retribution against a gangster boss in this film. The correct response is Road to Perdition.
It was Road to Perdition. Okay.
Player three, back to
Graphic
you.
novels on film for 1600.
1994's The Crow, about a man who comes back from the dead, was the last for this star. It's player two.
Kay says Brandon Lee,
That's correct.
and she's right.
And the $2,000.
Alright, let's go to the last clue.
Thora Birch and Scarlett Johansson are friends who move in together after high school in this spooky film. Here's the response we were looking for. Ghost World.
It was Ghost World. Alright.
Sorry.
Well, we do have a big lead after the double Jeopardy round, and Samuel's the one not going to Final Jeopardy, because he's in the hole. Let's see what the category is for Final Jeopardy.
19th century.
19th century authors.
You need to select your.
Alright, so we do have a runaway game, so we are going to guarantee ourselves a win. So let me try to think a little bit here on my wager. I will do 8,000.
Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. Let's take a look at the last
Alright,
clue.
here's the clue.
In 1833, a French historian said that this author had built a cathedral as solid as the foundations of the other one.
I'm gonna say, who is Victor Hugo?
Did you come up with the correct response?
Alright, Kay said Victor Hugo. Is she right?
And
She is.
response will add.
She wagered 2,500, so she goes up to 8,700.
And your response?
I said Victor Hugo, and I'm right.
And this correct response will add how much to your score?
8,000. So I win the game with a total of $30,200.
You come out ahead as our champion, player one.
Alright, so I do say that was a really nice game that we had. I definitely do say that is a great total for what we won in this segment. So we're going to win ourselves $30,200 right there. So I will certainly take that. Alright, anyways, that is going to do it for Jeopardy for the Nintendo Wii as part of my 2024 Halloween special. But we still have some more games to play, and I will see you all for the next segment right after this, so stay tuned.